Oof, it was not the best day at all for the markets today, guys. Let's break it down in this video. Of course, we're going to go over the overall markets, and we're going to go over some stocks, which there were only a handful that were green today. So if you guys find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive into it. We're not going to waste time in this video. So the S&P 500 went down 1.2 on the day, not the best day at all. The Russell went down 1.3, so it, beat the S&P there a little bit, as the NASDAQ beat them all, down over 2% on the day, and we had the Dow Jones down about 0.75%, as the VIX went up almost 8% on the day, and we had gold, silver, pretty much, gold went down 0.4, silver up 0.2. They're not really doing much. As oil on the day, let's pull it up, and have you guys seen gas prices? Yeah, gas prices are starting to creep back up, but it looks like, oh wow, look at that. Oil went down 2.4% on the day. And if you guys have been watching the channel, which if you haven't been and you're new here, welcome to the channel. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. We've been talking about this $80 to $83 level of resistance on oil. This has been the biggest resistance that I've been watching, at least since really the beginning, middle of December. You guys can see it. We actually got rejected there, to begin, or rather to end off the month of November. Then early December, we got rejected again, heading into January. Now, recently, we just triple topped, as I have outlined right here, and we're clearly dumping, after that triple top. So oil looks like it wants to potentially go back down to the low mid 70s a barrel. And going back to SPY, guys, let's break down some key levels here. This downtrended all day pretty much. You guys can see it here on the intraday. Same thing with Triple Q, which tracks the NASDAQ 100. We pretty much saw a little pump in the morning, which you guys may or may not have remembered. I don't know. Do you remember that? And then we ended up seeing the big dump afterwards of about $4 on Triple Q, which ended up being a 1.3% drop. And if you guys didn't know, I ended up trading S Triple Q today. I bought it on Sunday, or not Sunday, on Friday after the bell at about, what was it, 38.85. Sold it today, as we did get the sell-off that I was anticipating, and we'll see how this goes. In the future, in the next couple of days here, we're at I'm watching a big level right here at 290 on Triple Q. If I pull up the 20-day, you guys are going to see 290 was the high from about a couple days ago, right? That could act as support now. We shall see. We're also approaching the 180 SMA on this 20-day chart, which is at about 288, 290. That could act as support as well. So if we do end up plowing through this point, let's say 286, maybe I'd go long on S Triple Q again at that point. But right now, I'm out of it. Made the quick little trade that I wanted to, that I intended on making. It worked out. And we'll see now how it goes for a re-entry. S Triple Q, if it starts breaking out of, let's say, 45, that could be the next entry for a run, maybe towards $50 a share. We'll see. Of course, trade at your own risk, guys. This is very risky. S Triple Q is only meant for very short-term trading, not for long-term holds or anything like that. Don't listen to anybody that says buy and hold a leveraged ETF. That is literally the dumbest thing you could do. If you read the prospectus, it's going to tell you that they decay, and they're literally meant for just short-term trading, not meant for long-term holding. If you want to, let's say you want to make a bet on the markets going down in a year, don't buy and hold an S Triple Q. That's not the right thing to do. You could buy puts. You can maybe short the market, which is very risky as well. Everything that I'm saying right now is very risky, but you're better off, let's say, buying puts a year or two out or something like that, or, whatever your time horizon is. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I think is smarter. And you could go and do whatever you want with that information. But yeah, at this point, we're at a point of, support, big support on SPY and Triple Q. SPY right around 400. That's a big level. Again, Triple Q at about 390 or 290, whatever it was. So these are levels that I'm watching. If we break under that point, it could really start to get worse. Let's be honest here. That's just my opinion. And, the bulls just got to break out of 300 on Triple Q, 305, but it's just not happening yet. SPY, bulls got to break above, 410, 415. It's just not happening yet. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to know, as always. And today, guys, there were not many green stocks on the watch list. We had CRM barely ink out a green day. DWAC had a green day today. Funny enough, Humana, Merck, Macy's, Best Buy, which is one that I'm watching, BBY. Watch out for that cup and handle. Also inverse head and shoulders. You guys see that here on the 4-hour chart. That's one that we have to watch if it breaks above 87 bucks. Snap had a pretty good day today. Let's pull that up. Snap had a what did it go up? 1.65, not bad, in the midst of an overall pretty strong red day. It looks like investors, traders are excited for their earnings report. You know, it looks like they're speculating that it's going to rip after earnings, or else why would the stock go up, you know, before earnings? It looks like buyers are coming in. People are piling in, you know, ahead of these earnings that are on Thursday, I believe, or Wednesday. Oh no, tomorrow. Holy crap, tomorrow, Tuesday. So tomorrow after the bell, that makes sense. You know, it's tomorrow. They're buying it today, speculating, and we've seen nasty, wild moves on Snap. I mean, this stock is known to literally go up or down 30-40% on earnings. I mean, at least in the past couple of quarters. If you guys look here on the 1-year chart and we zoom in a little bit, I mean, do you guys not see this huge gap down right here after earnings, a couple weeks after earnings, and we had this massive gap down here after this earnings report, and then after the previous one, it looks like we did end up gapping down again, but then we recovered all that loss. So this is, you know, it's notorious for going crazy on earnings. And it looks like the past couple earnings reports, the past two, we've had nasty dumps. 2 earnings reports ago, 40%. And then the last one here, you guys can see it went down 35%. So is it setting up for another 20-30% drop? That makes me very nervous. I'm not going to lie. This is one that I would never, and I never buy and hold into earnings. You guys know that. I've said this for years. But this is one that I would never, ever, ever do it on. At least consider, you know, just considering at how crazy it's been. I would never buy this with the risk of it dropping 30% after earnings. That is just unbearable to me. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you have a lot more of a risk tolerance. But for me, that is a little bit insane. But yeah, Snap, it's breaking out of 11 bucks. That was resistance from the beginning of December. That's a pretty good sign, honestly. We might fill the gap now towards 12. If 12 breaks, there could be an even bigger run from that point. So Snapchat, I like it. It looks solid. Well, again, there's a lot of risk, but I still like it. I'm watching it into earnings here, and who knows? Just because we had 2, you know, catastrophic earnings reports with crazy volatile stock price action, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. I mean, for all we know, they could report earnings and this thing moons to $15. Who knows? And that's why I'm not messing with it before earnings, because it's too much of a gamble for me. Way, way, way too much of a gamble. So Snap had a pretty good day today. SoFi, which you guys know, we talked about it in my last video. They reported earnings, solid guidance, solid quarter for the last quarter, and the stock's breaking out. Although it's very overbought in my opinion, I'm not FOMOing into it. Kudos to, you know, SoFi and all the shareholders out there. It's looking very good. I'm just waiting for the dust to settle, like I say all the time after earnings with stocks that are overbought. Let the dust settle. No need to rush. You know, Beyond Meat, although I hate the company fundamentally, this is one that I'm watching right now as a potential trade. You guys can see we broke out of roughly 16.80, 17 bucks. That was resistance for quite some time. Broke out of there, ran to about 20 bucks. That was yesterday, right? Or today's Monday. That was on Friday. I think that was Friday. We broke out. Now we pulled back. We went down 11% today. Pretty big pullback. A lot of profit taking. Now let's see if this thing's going to bounce off the moving averages right around 1650. Maybe take, you know, maybe the stock wants to go for another ride. You know, maybe it wants to go up or, you know, start breaking out towards 20 bucks again. I don't know. It's one of those that could do anything, like Snapchat, like GameStop, like AMC. It's one that's very risky, but that I am still watching here, you know, day to day, even though I would never touch it, you know, as a long-term investment. You guys know that. It's just a trade at this point. And all of these, for that matter, are trades. Keep that in mind, guys. And I might make this a shorter video. I actually do have to head out to the gym. I'm meeting my buddy there, and I'm going to be late if I make this a full-length video. Should I make my buddy wait? Or should I be nice and kind and respect this time? I'm going to respect this time because I think the last time we worked out together, I made him wait. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a little bit late because of this reason making the video. But I'm going to respect my friend's time. I love my friend. You know, I'm going to be on time for him. And we'll talk about a couple more stocks. And then we'll wrap it up a little bit earlier than usual, guys. And of course, if you're finding value in the video, make sure to hit that like button. And of course, on top of that, make sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, actually, I think 40% of you guys, funny enough, are not subscribed. So if that's you, come on, hit that subscribe button. And look at NVIDIA here, guys. NVIDIA just hit 206. I think that was on Friday. Yeah, so we cracked over 200. I just realized that. Oh, my God. And today we pulled back a good 6%. So NVIDIA popped, came down. This might be one worth looking at. It's a little overbought still, in my opinion, but if it could come down into this pocket right here, 175, 180, I'd consider it. Maybe as a, continuation play. Maybe, if it could bounce off that point, maybe a move back to 195, 200, that'd be in the cards. So NVIDIA, I'm watching. AMD, of course, I'm also watching. They're reporting earnings this week, I believe on Wednesday. No, that's tomorrow. I keep messing these days up. Tomorrow after the bell, we have AMD. And, of course, my alert's set at $80. We'll see if it breaks out of there. If it does, ascending triangle plays out, we could have a lot more upside on this particular stock. It looks like Melly's finally giving back some gains. About dang time. It got way overbought. Now, this is one that I'm waiting for the dust to settle on. Looks like it's starting to settle. If it comes down towards 1100, 1050, 1030, this is one that I'm going to strike on. In my personal opinion, it looks pretty good. Ticker symbol MELI. Good old Mercado Libre. So let's see, guys. Any other ones that I want to talk about, touch upon very, very quickly here. Meta's one that's also cooling off. Let's see if it could come down to about 140 to 43. That was the high here from the end of September into the end of October before we ended up dumping all the way to 88. So we broke out of that. Now let's see if we hold it as support. If so, we might bounce off that 140 level and continue the uptrend. And of course, it all comes down to earnings, as we do have earnings this week for Meta, and not only Meta, but companies like Amazon, Google, the list goes on. What else? Apple, these companies are all reporting earnings. So I'm going to wrap the video up, guys, again, a little bit early. I can't leave my friend hanging. I was there like 15 minutes late last time, or maybe 20 minutes. I forget, but I'm going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure to get all your free stocks down below, up to 15 stocks for Mumu with a $100 deposit, each up to $2,000. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those are linked down below. You could also get 50% off Seeking Alpha Premium for the first year. And check the Patreon out down below, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.